Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of our podcast, where learning is always fun, exciting, and full of positivity. I'm your host, Amira, and as always, I'm joined by my fabulous co-host, Kuram.
Hey, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be here. Amira, today's topic is such an important one. It's something that can make our lives better, not just today but for years to come. So, what are we talking about? Drum roll, please.
Drum roll. Today, we're talking about how to keep your brain young. You know, Kuram, we often think about keeping our bodies healthy, but what about our brains? Our brain is the control center of everything we do. It deserves some love and care too.
That's so true, Amira. And the best part is, taking care of your brain isn't just helpful, it can be super fun and rewarding. Plus, who doesn't want a sharp, vibrant mind? So, where do we start?
Let's jump right in with tip number 1. Keep learning new things. Our brains are like muscles, they get stronger when we use them. Learning something new challenges your brain, strengthens its connections, and keeps it agile. For example, try picking up a new skill like photography, cooking, or even learning to play a musical instrument.
I love that, Amira. I've been learning Spanish recently, and wow, it's been such a ride. At first, I felt totally lost, like, what's the difference between por and para? But now, I can hold basic conversations, and it feels so satisfying. What about you? What's something new you've tried recently?
Oh, I've been taking up sketching. It's so relaxing, and it's teaching me patience and creativity. Plus, I get to see myself improve a little each day, which is so rewarding. What about you, listeners? Is there something you've always wanted to learn but haven't started yet? Today might be the perfect day to try.
That's such a great question, Amira. I think sometimes we hold back because we're afraid we won't be good at something. But the beauty of learning is that it's not about being perfect, it's about enjoying the journey and giving your brain a workout. What's the next tip?
Tip number 2. Stay physically active. Exercise doesn't just keep your body healthy, it's also amazing for your brain. When you move your body, you're increasing blood flow, which brings oxygen and nutrients to your brain. Even a simple activity like walking can boost your mood and improve your memory.
That's such an important point. I love running because it's like hitting a reset button for my brain. After a long day, I feel so refreshed and clear-headed. And you don't have to run marathons. Dancing in your living room, gardening, or even stretching can make a big difference. What's your go-to activity, Amira?
For me, it's yoga. It's such a beautiful combination of movement and mindfulness. And speaking of mindfulness, that brings us to tip number 3, practice mindfulness or meditation. Life can be stressful, and stress isn't great for our brains. Taking even 5 minutes a day to breathe deeply or meditate can help reduce stress and improve focus.
Absolutely. I've been trying mindfulness lately, and one thing that works for me is something called box breathing. You breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, and then hold again. It's so calming. What's your favorite mindfulness practice, Amira?
I love gratitude journaling. Every night, I write down 3 things I'm thankful for. It's such a simple habit, but it makes me feel more positive and grounded. Listeners, what about you? Have you tried mindfulness or meditation? If not, maybe start with just 1 minute of deep breathing today. It can do wonders.
That's such a lovely idea, Amira. And mindfulness doesn't have to be complicated. Even savoring a cup of tea without distractions can be a form of mindfulness. Okay, what's next on the list?
Tip number 4. Eat brain-boosting foods. Our brains need the right fuel to function at their best. Foods rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals are like superfoods for your brain. For example, berries, nuts, seeds, leafy greens, and fish are all excellent choices.
Oh, I'm all about the brain food. My favorite snack is a handful of almonds and walnuts. They are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which help with memory and focus. And I always add blueberries to my breakfast. They are like little bursts of brain power. What about you, Amira?
I'm a big fan of dark chocolate. It's not just delicious, it's good for your brain too, in moderation, of course. And let's not forget water. Staying hydrated is so important. Sometimes when we feel tired or foggy, it's just because we haven't had enough water.
That's such a great reminder. Pro tip: keep a water bottle on your desk or carry one with you. It's a simple way to stay hydrated. Okay, we're on a roll. What's tip number 5?
Tip number 5. Get enough sleep. Sleep is when your brain gets to recharge, process everything you've learned, and clear out toxins. Without it, you can't focus, and your memory takes a hit.
That's so true, Amira. I used to stay up late scrolling through my phone, but I'd always feel groggy the next day. Now, I make it a point to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and it's made such a difference. Oh, and turning off screens an hour before bed helps me fall asleep faster. What about you, Amira? Any sleep tips?
I swear by a bedtime routine. I dim the lights, read a book, and sip on chamomile tea. It signals to my brain that it's time to wind down. Listeners, what's your bedtime routine like? If you don't have one, maybe try creating one this week. It can be a game changer.
I love that, Amira. Sleep is like hitting the save button on your brain. Okay, we've reached our final tip: stay socially connected. Relationships and social interactions keep our brains engaged and happy.
Absolutely. Curum. Talking to friends, sharing stories, and even laughing together stimulates our brains. Did you know that laughing releases chemicals that reduce stress and boost brain health? What's your favorite way to stay socially or?
I love catching up with friends over coffee or playing board games. It's fun, and it challenges my brain at the same time. And you know what? Doing this podcast with you is one of the highlights of my week. It's like a double win, learning and socializing.
That's so sweet, Curum. I feel the same way. Okay, let's quickly recap for our listeners. Keep learning, stay physically active, practice mindfulness, eat brain-boosting foods, get enough sleep, and stay socially connected. These 6 tips can help you keep your brain young and vibrant.
That's a perfect summary, Amira. And remember, it's never too late to start. Small steps, done consistently, can make a huge difference. So, let's all commit to taking care of our brains together.
All right, listeners. Before we go, we have a quick, fun quiz for you. Are you ready?
This will be exciting. Here's how it works. We'll ask you 3 questions, and you can think about your answers or say them out loud. Ready? Let's go.
Question 1. What's one new skill you've always wanted to learn but haven't started yet? Write it down or say it out loud.
Great question, Amira. And remember, no matter how small or big it seems, Starting is the key.
Question 2. What's your favorite way to stay active? If you don't have one, what's an activity you'd like to try?
This one's fun because there are so many options: dancing, swimming, even walking your dog. Pick something you enjoy.
And finally, question 3. What's one brain-boosting food or healthy habit you'll try this week? It could be eating more berries, drinking more water, or practicing mindfulness.
Love this one, Amira. Small changes can make a big difference. So, listeners, pick one thing and stick with it this week. You've got this.
Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. We hope today's episode inspired you to take action and care for your amazing brain. Remember, you're capable of so much.
Absolutely. Stay curious, keep learning, and most importantly, have fun with it. Until next time, bye for now.
Bye, everyone. See you in the next episode.